The union of Constance and Thomas Campbell occurred in the year 1986. They would begin to try and have children just a few years later. In the year 1989, Constance became pregnant with her very first child. Thomas Campbell and Constance learned from the doctor that the baby had already died. Constance was experiencing her first of 4 miscarriages. Between 1990 and 1994, yes, there were 3 more miscarriages. Constance and Tom decided to have the boys cremated so that they could keep their ashes. One day, Constance and Thomas went to the beach in Connecticut and spread the ashes out upon the water, and they prayed that God would send them a child back. At the beginning of 1995, Constance became pregnant again. Even with all the odds facing her, she still kept the faith. One day when she was in church, she was reading in the book of Samuel. And in the book of Samuel, it talks about how Hannah was barren and couldn't have children, but she kept the faith and kept praying. As a result of her faithfulness, God blessed her with a child. Hannah named him Samuel. In Hebrew terms, the meaning of the name Samuel is name of God. Constance was also reading in the book of Isaiah. In the book of Isaiah, it talks about how Isaiah was a prophet and was known for his prophecies. On September 1995, at 4:39 p.m. at the Metropolitan Hospital in Harlem, New York, a miracle child was born. Samuel Isaiah Campbell. Samuel would not become aware of the significance of his birth until years later, when his mother explained to him the story of her previous miscarriages with the brothers that he never would get to meet. Once he gave it some thought, it saddened him that he didn't have any siblings growing up. But Constance and Thomas kept their child very active. He loves basketball, football. He does boxing. Did I mention baseball? As time went on, his interest started to change from sports into music. Going through high school, he was a part of the band, and he formed a group of his own outside of school, and they would perform original music. His rap nickname is Madafi. We'll let him tell you the story of where that came from. Today, Samuel attends Allen University, where he is a standout musician on the Allen University Jazz Ensemble. He plays the electric keyboard and is being classically trained on the grand piano, as well as plays a Hammond organ for a church in St. Matthews, South Carolina. He makes the journey back and forth, an hour's round trip, twice a week, once for rehearsal and once on Sunday for the morning service. His music is a gift from God, and what he decides to do with that music, he knows is his gift back to God. His mother continues to be his strongest encouragement. His mother and father both love him very much and have had an enormous influence on him. And now that he is off in college, he is beginning to find his own way.
Yeah, well, let's get started, shall we? Coach, you know the time's wrong. Yeah. Every time these cats rhyme wrong. So, lights, camera, action, I'm on. I have them standing in line to get their mind blown. I made prophecies to go and bunch of trying to see cats acting my bitch on this day. I just thought a prophecy to let me, I end up being everything probably. This job is just like this job to be honest with. Thank God for it. But this is amazing. Just can't go and be one thing over dinner. It's an intellectual, an ABC for a beginner. God keeps still changing it, it's almost winter. And God's sweet, but it's different. And when I ride, I don't read something, let me just take it black and white. I learned this vibe is living color, so fluorescent, mellow, like scriptures, color is bright yellow. But it's funny how convincing I can be with the mic, and I'm at me. But sometimes back